Welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics. I am your favorite math teacher or online math teacher, Gakpo Fred Yao. Today, I want to take you through one of our interesting topic, which is modular arithmetic, or better still, we can call it modulo, which we abbreviate to become mod. So anywhere you hear the word mod without the E, which will be an English word, it is what? Modular or modulus. In another vein, we have modulus. But if you hear modulo, it is still arithmetic and modular. Or if you hear mod, it's just an abbreviation of what? Modulo. Now, what is it about? Modulo or modular arithmetic is just about a process or an activity of rolling over. To roll over something, to move, which is not about continuity. You know, those days when we are in a class and a teacher wants to put us in a group, let's say we are about 30 students, but he is interested in having us in a group of 5 or 5 in a group. Then he starts by saying, all of us are going to give number. When they get to 5, the next person starts from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next person 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that order. So even in the class of 30, after that activity, there will be nobody in the class that will have a number 6 or 7 or even 30. It means we are rolling over from 1 to 5. We start again in that order. That is the rolling over activity. You know, some machines also perform the same thing. When they are sewing, they go on and come back and start again. Good. The days of the week, we have only 7 days in a week, which means when you get to the end, Monday, you get to Saturday, Sunday, you come back again. That is a rolling over activity. That is modulus. All right. Then the iconic symbol we can use for modulo will be the face of a clock. Not a digital clock, but analog clock, which we all know have this inscription all over. We got the inscription from 12 back to 12 in clockwise direction, in the direction of a clock. Okay. You see that when the time is going and get to 12, we don't say 13. We move to 1. The time is 1 o'clock. If you are going to mention 13, you are counting, so it becomes 13 hours. If you are going to say 14, you are saying what? 14 hours. That's how come you have 24 hours, which will also not go to 25. But 24, you come back again and start all over. It's a rolling over activity. So it means that if I am trying to say that I am working in 13 hours, in actual sense, what is the time? That will be 1 o'clock. How do I get the 1 o'clock? As I move all the way and get to 12, I begin again. So in this sense, under modulo, we change the 12 to become the starting point, which is the 0. So from 0 to 1, that is 1. So if I move all the way and get to this place, I start again. So if I say the time, let's say right now it is what? 11 o'clock, regardless whether it is morning or evening. Good. Now I want to find the time that it will be in what? Let's say 15 hours time. Let's say you are taking a flight, you want to go to a distance, far away distance, and you know it will take you about 15 hours. So your time of departure is what? 11. You want to find out what will be the time that you will get there. So what will happen is, don't forget, the 11 o'clock means we have already spent 11 hours. Right? 11 o'clock means you didn't just wake up and it's 11. You spent 11 hours after waking up. So we are going to add extra 15 hours to that. So we are going to add our 11 plus 15 and see how many hours would that be. And that will be 26 hours. So now it means you are going to count. It is the face of the clock we are going to count. So we are counting all the way. When I get to here, that is 12. That is not, I have not exhausted this. I'll go back again and come back here. That is what? 24. So 24, I will not have enough to go back again. So I'll start counting and see 24, 25, 26. So it means that in 15 hours time, the time is going to be 2 o'clock, regardless of the nature of the day, whether it's a day or night. Do you get my concept? The concept under modulo is to roll over. When you start, you come back, you begin again. So in this case, if I want to borrow the acronym mode, then I'll be saying I have mode 12. I am operating under mode 12. What number am I operating? I'm operating what? 6. So it is going to be read 26 mode 12. Now, what answer did I get? I said I get the time to be what? 2. So it means I am interested in the answer 2. I am not interested in the number of times I am counting. You get the point? We are not interested in the number of times we are counting. That is, if this were to be 36, after I get here, I have what? 24. Right? 24, I come back here, it will be 36. It means what answer will I write, or what time will I state? I'll be stating what? 0, which is what? 12 o'clock. I will not be asking how many rollover do I have. So it means that at a modulo, we are only interested in the remainder. So in calculation of modulo, we deal with a remainder, meaning the operator that is used under a modulo works in remainder. Do you get my point? Under this, we are only interested in the remainder. So if I am borrowing the mode to be 12, it means that if I have a number, let's say 14 mode 12. 14 mode 12. Since I am interested only in the remainder, I believe at this point we can give it the answer. Right? 14 mode 12. If we are starting from here, rolling over all the way 12, 13, 14, meaning your answer is going to be what? 2. Your answer is just 2. Do you get the point? I believe you get a 2 before I got it. Alright, let's see. If I increase this to, let's say, 17 mode 12. At this point, I know what you can give me, right? 17 mode 12. Meaning, if I'm rolling over, movement to this place already is what? 12. So, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Right? So, that will also be what? 5. I am not interested in the number of times I move. So, you can see clearly a pattern here. You can see all our answers we are getting. Let me see if I give a number 11 mode 12. What you can give me? Are you thinking of an answer? Did you get something? 11 mode 12. Did you get something? Right, good. That is good. I'm sure you get the answer to be 11. Right? You can see that this is not up to 12 for me to roll over. So wherever I am, it is my answer. So 11 mode 12 will still be what? 11. I believe you got it. It should still be 11 because I have not gotten to the starting point or the end point to roll over. So I state it. So the pattern I want to draw your attention to is that you can see that all the answers we are getting are all going to be less than the mode. In another sense, the answers we are seeing here are the remainder after the integer 12 divide my integer. You didn't get that part clear, right? This is what? 26. If I divide 26 by 12, what do I get? I believe I get 2. What will be the remainder? The remainder will be what? 2. Do you get it? So I'm saying that this, dividing this is the remainder. So we are only going to state the remainder. We don't need the answer, which is the quotient. If I take 14 divided by 12 will be 1, remainder what? 2. You can see 1, we don't need it. It is the 2 that we have. If I have 17 divided by 12, 12 goes here, 1, remainder what? 5. So 5 is my answer. So as at this point, you know what happened before we get 11. 11 divided by 12 will give you an answer, that is 0. If you use your calculator, you get 0 point something. The 0 is a whole number. Whatever comes is a decimal point. So it will be 0, remainder 11. You will not get a whole number when you divide 11 by 12. Do you get my point clear now? So any number given to you, you can be able to roll over to get an answer. Now, if I want to still stand on this, representing this with A, B equals to, let's say, C plus what? R. Where in this case, we call this our dividend. This is our divisor. This becomes the quotient. And this obviously is what? Remainder. So in the concept of modulo, this is what we are going to be calculating, or we are going to be picturing in our mind. Anytime a number is given to me, I am interested here. Your divisor is always your modulo. It is always your operator. Good. So in that sense, if I want to write this as a linear, it means my A should be equals to B times C plus what? R. Do you get it? Here. My A is what? 26 equals to B being divisor, so 12 times C being the quotient, 2 plus what? 2. Our remainder. So 2, 12, 24. 24 plus 2, 26. So you only take this. We are only interested in that. Do you get my point? Now let's leave the modulo 12 and see if we can take another modulo. For example, let me use the mode 5 and start with any number. If I say 0, what do you think will be the mode or the answer? 0 mode 5. Did I hear you say 0? Good. That is 0. If I have 1 mode 5, what are you saying? You mentioned 1, right? So 1. Let's move further. I believe it is obvious to be what? 2. So I put my 2 there. Then 3 mode 5, still 3. Let me take a step further. 4 mode 5. I believe this time I don't need to talk. It is what? 4. Then let me take 5 mode 5. What do you see? The answer is 5 mode 5. Did I hear you say we are rolling over? So as I get to 5, it becomes what? The starting point, 0. So I still get what? 0. Or in the sense of this, let's take it. This is the 5, which is our A. 5 divided by 5. What do I get? 1. Remember what? Nothing. 0. So that 0 is my answer. So if I take 6, as at this point, if you divide this, you get 1. Remember what? 1. So what I am saying is that under modulo, your attention is on what? The remainder. The remainder after the integer is divided by the divisor. Alright, so let me take it a step further. Let's say I have 21 mode 5. As at this point, what are you brainstorming on? 21 mode 5. You ask yourself 21 divided by 5. That will be 4. 4, 5, 20. So 20 plus 4 gives 21. 1. So I believe I speak your mind. The answer is 1. Alright. So this is all about modulo. Any number you take, roll over or divide by the mode, which is a divisor. Get your quotient. We are not interested. We only use the quotient for us to be sure of our remainder. Do you get it? If you know your quotient, you can be sure of the remainder, because the numbers are not going to be all 1 digit or 2 digit. It could be 3 digit numbers. So until you know your quotient, multiplying by your divisor, you can subtract the answer from the dividend to get what the remainder. So it is also prudent to know the quotient, but we are not interested in that. Are you with me? Good. So let's make it a step further, as in moving away from this. We know integers, we can add, we can subtract, we can also what? Multiply. Division can be there, but you know it is not always we divide 2 integers and still get an integer. So we will leave division out of this. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. So it means that if I have addition of numbers in a given modulo, for example, let's say we have 5 plus 6 mod 3. Sometimes we get confused and think that what? 6 mod 3, leaving this one. So you can put this in bracket. So it becomes, we need the answer to be operated by what? Mod 3. So this can be given as what? 11 mod 3. And 11 mod 3, what comes into your mind? 11 divided by this will give us 3. 3, 3, 9. 9 from this give us what? 2. So your answer is just what? 2. Do you get me? Good. Now, what if I have (10 plus 23 mod 7)? Obviously, we perform the operations as we know. So 10 plus 23 give us what? 33. Then mod 7. So now I ask myself, 33 divided by what? 7. What do I get? I know 7, 4, 28. 7, 5, 35, which is more than my number. So I'll stand on what? 4. 7, 4, 28. Take away 28 from here. Then your answer is just going to be what? 5. Are you with me? I believe as at this point, you can also try your hand on 17 plus 10 mod 6. Right? As at this moment, you could be able to add 17 plus what? 10 mod 6 to give you an answer. Pause the video, operate that, get the answer, and come back. You are welcome. So I'm sure at this moment, you add this to get 27 mod what? 6. So 27 mod 6, meaning how many times would this divide this? I'm sure 3, 6, 18, far away from this. 3, 4, 24. Right? So I'm saying 3. 6. 6, 4, 24. 6, 5, 30. Far away than this. So I'll be stuck with 4. 4. 4, 6, 24. 24 from here, I get what? 3. So 27 mod 6 is just what? 3. I believe as at this moment, you can see all the numbers we are getting so far is negative, negative, negative. So let's move into subtraction and see if there is a negative number. How do we work on that? So let's say I have example 1. Let's say 7 minus 3 mod 5. 7 minus 3 mod 5. So we can perform our operation as normal arithmetic operation. So this minus this give us what? 4 mod 5, and the answer is going to be 4 because 4 is less than the mod. So the answer stay there. Alright. Then what of example 2? I have 7 minus 10 mod 6. 7 minus 10 mod 6. So this, you can agree with me that in a bracket, 7 is less than 10. So the operations will give you a negative answer. So that is going to be, I need 3 added to this to get 10. So I'll be having minus 3 mod what? 6. Now what you have to do is that you have to add this your mode to, this your number to the mode. The number added to the mode. So it will be 6 plus minus 3. What do I get? I think I get 3. So my answer is going to be 3. Until I get a positive answer, I continue adding. As in, if I have a clock, that is in mode 6, this is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, meaning rollover. Now we are saying we move in a clockwise direction when we were doing the 12 o'clock. Now a negative number means you are moving anti-clockwise. So as we are having 3, we are going to move anti-clockwise from here. So 1, 2, 3. We are moving 3 times, right? Anti-clockwise, not clockwise direction, because it is a negative number. So if I start from here, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, I am here. So my answer is going to be what? Positive 3. As I said earlier on, we get the positive 3 because we are adding the negative to 6, we get positive. If you get a negative answer, we will have continued adding until we get the positive. Let's get that clear. As in, let's say, example 3, 1 minus 6 mod 3. Let's see this. 1 minus 6. What do we get? 1 is less than 6. So obviously a negative answer. That will be negative 5. So negative 5 mod what? 3. Right? From the first explanation, we said we have to add the answer to the mode. So 3 plus minus what? 5. What do you get? 3 plus minus 5, meaning 3 minus 5. And that will give you what? Minus 2. Minus 2 is negative. So I add the minus 2 become the number. So I add the mode again. So this is the mode. This is the mode. Added back to the number. So this is going to be minus 2 plus 3. Better still, 3 minus 2. And the answer is what? 1. Simply put, minus 5 mod 3 is just what? 1. Let's use our clock and see if we can get that. If I'm moving what? In mode 3. So this is negative 2. So I'm going to move 1, 2. Anti-clockwise, not clockwise. From here, 1, negative direction, 2. So I get what? 1. So when I get a negative number, just add. Continue adding until you get a positive answer. So I think at this point, if I give you, let's say, negative 9 mod 4. Negative 9 mod 4. What will you give me? Yes, negative 9 mod 4. Alright, I believe you have gotten the answer. Let's check. You add this to this, you get minus what? 5. So minus 5 plus 4 will give you what? Minus 1. Minus 1 plus 4 will just give you what? 3. Meaning negative 9 mod 4 is just 3. I believe at this point you are abreast with the concept of what? Modulo. Whatever we are doing for multiplication, addition, subtraction could be transferred to multiplication as well. If I find multiplication, so it means that if I have this, as in multiplication of what? 3 by 2. What do I get? 6. Then mod 7. What answer do you think I will get? I heard somebody saying 6. Yes, because 6 is less than 7. So I get that point. if I have example 2 to be 2 times 10 mod 4. 210 is what? 20 mod 4. I believe someone is saying the answer is 0. Is that possible to be 0? That is 20 divided by this is what? 5. Remember what? 0. So you get your answer. You are so good. I can say at this point you are very good. So addition, subtraction, multiplication of any number, you could be able to get your answer so easily. Alright, so in the next video I will also work on tables, that is table operations, how to use table to find questions on modulo. It could be addition, subtraction, or multiplication. We will take that as a next episode, but as at this point, I'm convinced, you are convinced, we are convinced that modulo is a done deal, right? I can see that smile on your face saying that what this topic is not as difficult as you presume it to be. So easy. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel Taxonomy Online Mathematics. Maybe it may not benefit you, but it will benefit somebody you know. Forward it to the person, share with them, let them subscribe. Click on the notification bell so anytime a video is uploaded, you'll be the first to see it. Let's comment. I need your comment. I need your likes. Let's get interactive. Ask any questions you want to ask on this, then I'll be glad to answer it for you. See you in the next episode. Until then, it is bye-bye.